Welcome to Mike's Man Cave, and today we will take a look at the Smokey Mountain cooker, Weber branded, and in this case it's a 22.5 inch or 57 centimeter model. I've wanted one of these for a very long time, but the price has been putting me off. The price in Australia is very high on these. They're around $1,000 or $999 recommended retail price. It comes with a cover. If you live in other countries, these are a lot cheaper, but they come with a 10-year warranty, and this should last me a lifetime. So eventually we bit the bullet, and I got this one as a Christmas present this year, 2017. Let's get it out the box and see what she looks like when she's all put together. Before we even get to the inside, there's a small booklet here, the Weber Smokey Mountain cooker. Let's put that aside and have a look inside the box. This is my first glimpse at this, and it appears there's a bottom grate there, and there's two smoking or cooking grates. Once we've taken the cooking grates away, there's this carport sort of spacer thing, and we'll get our first look at the actual Smokey Mountain. And this thing's huge. It's a lot bigger than I know I've seen these before in real life, but it is huge. It's quite a large smoker. They should be able to handle a lot of meat at a time. And there's a small parts kit for the smoker. So let's take a look inside this small parts kit, see what we've got in there. Okay, it looks like we've got the legs. These appear to be the internal brackets that hold your charcoal, your cooking grills, I believe. And what else we've got there? We've got some nuts and bolts, a rubber grommet, which might be the grommet for the temperature probes, and we've got a plastic handle, and we've got another plastic handle. That's about it, and the instructions on how to put it together, I guess. Owner's guide. Okay. Yep, gives you a basic idea how it goes together. Let's see what else is in there. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. There we go. That might be the lid or the base. Let's get it out and get it out of the cardboard and see what we got. Okay, we've got the ash pan that goes underneath, and okay, I believe this might be the famous water pan that sits in the bottom of the smoker, and I believe some people fill it with water and others fill it with sand, various other materials, and this is something that we can explore in future videos to see which works best. The quality, as always, on this seems to be second to none. And here's a ring that goes in the bottom. I believe this might be to hold the charcoals, or locate the charcoals, but we'll have a closer look at that once I put it together. I've never used one of these, so it'll be interesting to see how it all works. I've just had a quick look at the instructions, and they refer to this as a charcoal chamber. So I'm assuming it sits in the bottom and retains the charcoal. But we'll, like I said, we'll have a closer look at that once we've got it all put together. Here's the body of the smoker, and there's the smoker door. And looking at the size of this thing and the sheer size of it, I'm thinking I should have probably gotten the smaller one. But don't be scared. I think I'll manage to fill this up with ribs and various other things to smoke. I think we are now getting to the bottom of our box, and I believe this is the base. Another nice cardboard spacer to protect what's in there. And here's the base of the smoker. Oh, and of course the lid. Forgot about the lid. There's the base. It's got 3 vents, pretty much like the old triple daisy wheel Weber kettle, which I've got a few of. And the reason I've got the old daisy wheel is because they are really good for precise temperature adjustment of the 3 bottom vents. So Weber, in their wisdom, must have known that the triple daisy wheel setup is better for temperature control than the one-touch system. So they've used the triple daisy wheel setup on their Smokey Mountain smokers for precise low and slow temperature adjustment. So it appears we have now reached the bottom of our box, and we've got the lid in there. So let's get rid of this cardboard spacer, get the lid out, and see how we go. Okay, these lids are taller than your cattle barbecue lids, and it's got a large temperature gauge there, which gives you a good indication of the temperature you want to be using when you're smoking stuff. Okay, so let's put this together and have a closer look at the whole thing built. Can't wait. And the final thing in the bottom there, looks like we've got a cover for the Smokey Mountain. All Smokey Mountain barbecues apparently come with a barbecue or smoker cover. I've now assembled the lid, which didn't require much assembly. Just attach the top handle, the plastic part of the handle there, and also attach the second plastic handle down the bottom of the lid. I'm not sure why there's a plastic handle at the side bottom of the lid, unless it's just so you can tilt the lid up and down and check on the progress. That's the only thing I can think of. We will explore this a little bit more once I actually start using the barbecue and see what the point of this handle is. And the top one's obviously just there to pick up the lid. We've got the temperature gauge there, which is quite nice, and your top vent control. Here's all the other parts all over the garage floor, and I'll be putting each piece together, attaching the small parts kit that comes with it, and putting it all together. The lid's already there, it's already been done, as we just discovered. And I'll do the base next, I think, attach the legs to it. The legs are just aluminium, they're very light, but they appear to be quite sturdy, and I believe that bracket is possibly for the ash pan, hold the ash pan in place. And there's bolt holes already there, there's bolt holes there, so this will just bolt straight on there like that. Let's get my hand out of the way. Just bolt straight on there like that. We've got three of these to go on, so I'll do that now, and we use the small bolt kit that came with it. Here's the base all assembled, and as I mentioned earlier, it just bolts on with 2 little bolts and nuts, and there's 3 of these little assemblies here. So let's stand it up on its feet and do the next. Base of the smoker, standing up on its own 3 legs. and the quality of this is quite good. You can definitely tell the difference between a Weber Smokey Mountain smoker and the cheaper imitation bullet smokers that you buy at Bunnings and various other retail outlets. Okay, there's a reason these have a 10-year warranty and others have a 12 months warranty. This thing will last a lifetime. I've now set the centre part, the actual smoker barrel, on top of the base, and realistically I think it's all assembled now. The only thing that's left is to bolt these little aluminium brackets to the inside of the smoker barrel to hold the cooking grills, and there's pre-drilled holes all around. There's 4 of those little brackets to go on, so I'll go and bolt those in now. I've only got 2 little holes there and they just bolt straight in there. Very easy process, anyone can do it. You don't have to have any mechanical knowledge or skill to assemble one of these. Even I can do it. We're having a bit of a thunderstorm in the background and a bit of rain, so don't worry about the background noise too much. Now this is the base. We've got the ash pan inside the base, which I thought it would go on the outside like a normal charcoal kettle, but obviously the ash pan sits inside. Then we've got the charcoal grate here, which is the grate that the charcoal sits on, that's going to be burning. And then on top of that goes the charcoal ring, and all the charcoal goes, and smoking wood goes inside the charcoal ring. And from what I understand, the unlit charcoal goes around the outside, and then you put the lit charcoal, or you light the charcoal in the middle, and it slowly burns out. It's also referred to as the minion method, and you can probably look that up on YouTube or the internet. But that's basically how it works. So it's one of the methods that they use for this smoker. So the unlit charcoals go around the outside, lit charcoals go in the middle, or you light your charcoals in the middle, and they slowly burn out over a period of 5 to 12 hours, I guess, depending on your vent settings to adjust your temperature and your airflow. So let's put the next section on and get this thing assembled. Now I've placed the middle section, the centre section, on top of the base. We've still got our charcoal grate, ash pan and charcoal ring in there. Now we get the water pan, which obviously has got nothing in it, and that sits in there on those brackets that we've bolted in earlier. And all that's left now is to put the charcoal grates in. Here's the first of our charcoal grates, and it just slips in and sits in the bottom there, just above the water pan. And I'll go grab the second grate and we'll put that in. Second charcoal grate, and that just sits on top there. So you've got 2 levels of cooking, so we can place our ribs or whatever we're going to be smoking on these grates, and away it goes. So there's quite an amount of meat, quite a large amount of meat that will fit into this smoker. Because there's no wasted space, unlike using a kettle where you've got indirect method where you've only got a small cooking area. Here you can utilise the whole surface of 2 cooking grates to smoke your meats. Now also of note is that the top grate is actually slightly bigger than the bottom grate. They're not the same size. This one's slightly smaller because it fits past those little tabs there and sits on the bottom, and the bigger grate goes in the top and sits in there. There it is, all put together. Overall, the quality of this thing is amazing. It is a lot bigger than what I thought, and I'm very happy with my present purchase, whichever way you want to look at it. And so far, without having used it, I would highly recommend one of these over the cheaper imitation brand ones. Before you opt out and buy a cheaper imitation brand, I would have a close look at one of these and compare what you are getting for your money. My opinion is spend a little bit more and you end up with a quality product that has a 10-year warranty. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.